Hello, Virgo. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Virgo the Victorian. I'm sorry if the background is weird. My husband had insomnia, so he's sleeping in our bed. So I'm in my son's room, and as you can see, I let him right on the walls. My daughter was a nonverbal autistic for many years. She talks now, but so because of having a nonverbal child, I let the kids right on the walls, and I kind of think it's cool. I love children's art and everything, so I've left it there. So, in case you're wondering, it's weird, I know. Anyway, I wanted to give you a reading today. I got a new deck. I'm so excited to share it with you. Yeah, so hopefully tomorrow we'll be back to our usual thing. Let's get into your reading, Virgo. I'm going to do general energy for you. I'm so excited to get a new deck for you because when I have a new deck, the messages really come out really clearly. Yeah, so I don't know if I said like, comment, share, subscribe. Put in the comments where you are on planet Earth. If you want to donate, it's in the very top. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, Virgo. Universe, send me a message for my Virgos. Send me a message for my Virgos. Send me a message for my Virgos. They're sticking together. Perilous realm. So Virgo, what I'm picking up on for some of you is that you're going to end up having some kind of like a paranormal experience in the near future, and this is going to come because you're going to some place that's like a historical place. So it could be like a museum, or a historical village or something like that, or even just like a really old pub where they're telling you like this is one of the oldest pubs, blah blah blah, and then you're just going to be creeped out and have some kind of a creep out vibe. And I'll tell you now that, if you ever have any kind of a ghost feeling, you can always push it away from you with the white light of divine energy. You're surrounded all the time by angelic powers and God's power. So just picture like a halo of white light around your head and then push it out bigger and bigger until it covers your entire body. And if you still feel threatened, push it out to cover the room. And if that doesn't make you feel better, definitely pray for protection and you'll always receive protection. But this is just letting you know, Virgo, that you're going to go somewhere where you're going to have some kind of a weird vibe. And for some of you, I'm actually picking up that you might go on like a prison tour, like some kind of an old prison tour. I love doing stuff like this. I, I love going to old places and I love ghost stories and, you know, but then at some point it does scare you, right? So that's all that spirit wants you to know, is just you could come across some kind of a weird energy like this. Luxury boutique. So Virgo, this is like for my single Virgo, someone is gonna take you out and look for a ring or mention a ring to you. If you're married, you're probably gonna get some kind of a really nice gift from your partner. This is really reminding me of The Crown. I don't know if you've seen The Crown. It's the story of Princess Diana, and Virgo, every woman is really Princess Diana, right? Like it's not about color, size, gender, age, nothing like that. Because it's this amazing story of her just being this courageous heart and being really having her heart broken by her husband, but being so beautiful and just amazing. So this is giving me like Princess Diana vibes. So if you haven't seen The Crown, make sure you go see it. But someone sees you in this light of being this beautiful star that they want to marry, that they want to commit to, or even if you've been together for a long time, they just think you're this beautiful, like Princess Diana energy, like this radiant, loving being, which you are, right? So this is kind of cool. And then in the story too of Princess Diana, she turns it down because she doesn't need any more things. And that's what you're like, Virgo. Someone's going to say, I'll buy you every single thing. And you're going to say, I don't want things. I want conversation, right? Because that's total like Virgo vibes, right? Oh, home, this is so nice. So look how beautiful this card is. And Virgo, I just see that a lot of you are going to be moving to a new home and be really happy there. Or if you're not moving, you'll be able to decorate or do something with your house or spend some money on yourself so that you're going to feel in a really comfortable kind of bougie energy in your home. Cinema. Look at this, Virgo. So this is giving me the vibe of like an old cinema, like a retro cinema. So I think you're going to be invited to some kind of a movie, date. It's going to be someone you know, but you're going to go to a theater that you've never been before, and it's going to give you all kinds of cool retro-y vibes, and you're going to remember your adolescence, your childhood, and you're going to see some kind of a really unique, movie here, picture here that you wouldn't ordinarily see. This is some kind of like an independent movie vibe. I'm seeing some kind of a weird like claymation movie, like something with claymation or claymation effects, or it's something a bit creepy, something like that. But this is you just, going out and experiencing your life and going to a place that you've never been before, and really enjoying yourself. The bridge. So this to me is like a card of kind of anxiety where you have to go somewhere where you're not sure of the direction. So this could be in another city. You could have to go to a meeting in another place. You have to drive somewhere that you're unsure of. And this could be like merging into traffic, or merging specifically onto some kind of a weird bridge. And then you will do this successfully, but Virgo, just really use everything in your toolbox. Like use your Google Earth and write everything down and really look it up, because don't wing anything with traffic, right? But there's something about this, some kind of a weird commute. Amusement park. This is kind of a weird one, right? There's like a German name on here, which is really strange. This gives me kind of a creepy vibe, honestly, but I think, Virgo, this is just you getting out this summer, enjoying your life, and hanging out with your kids. And for some of my Virgos, you're going to be put in a situation where you think that you had plans with your children to do something fun, and you thought you were going to have to cancel, and then you'll get to go. So just take the opportunity to spend time with your children and your family. And if you have the option to either go to work and make extra money, or be with your kids, always be with your kids, always, because that's your heart, Virgo, right? Like, you're all about peace, love, and ascendance. You're all about your family, and you know that work is going to replace you in the end, and your family will just never replace you, right? Hotel. So this is kind of like that same thing. You're going to go somewhere. For a lot of my Virgos, you were planning a trip, and it could just be like some place close, but you thought you were going to go somewhere, and then temporarily you thought plans were going to get canceled. There could be some weird thing going on where they're shutting down the streets, like there's a water break, or there's something unusual going on. There could be traffic issues, there could be something, and you could be sitting there thinking, I don't even know if it's worth it, or whatever, I don't know if I want to go, but the universe is telling you to go anyway. River. This is a beautiful, such a beautiful card. And Virgo, for a lot of you, you may know someone named River. Or if you don't know someone named River, some of you are going to know someone who gets pregnant in the near future and has a child named River. And this is going to be someone that you thought they wouldn't have a child because either they're too old, or they may have a ton of kids already, or they may be with someone that they weren't really supposed to be with. For some of my Virgos, this could be a woman having a baby with a married man, something of that nature where it's a scandal, right? But the child is going to be such an amazing blessing. And then the name is going to be River, or the middle name could be River. So just, Virgo, remember that every child is a gift from God, and every child's a blessing, and you know that. But, this is like a sign that someone it's not you, but someone is going to have this weird kind of unexpected pregnancy. A bench. So this to me is like spending time with older people. So Virgo, you're going to have that opportunity to spend time with your grandparent, your great-grandparent. If you don't have that, it's going to be your partner's grandparent or great-grandparent, and you're just going to really relish this time of speaking to older people. And for sure, there's probably some older people that you don't like. But this is someone you really love, or someone that you feel sees you and cares for you, cares for your family, cares for your journey. And so you're just going to have this opportunity to sit and visit with someone that's of a much older generation from you, and share wisdom and wealth. And old people are kind of like libraries, right? Like they have so much information. So this is like a really nice vibe for you. And this is going to help you kind of reflect on your own life and reflect on your own family. The train. So see what this card actually gives me a feeling of like someone listening into a conversation. So it doesn't have to be on a train, but you're in some place that you consider to be transient, and it could be a job for you, it could be school, it could be church, it could be wherever. Like you're kind of passing through, and then you're going to have a conversation with someone that you thought was a private conversation, and then someone's going to interrupt and be like, I heard what you said, kind of thing. For some of you, you could be talking about your love life and sort of personal things. And then this could be a coworker, this could be someone in your community, could be a complete random stranger that's like, you shouldn't say this, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't. And you're just going to be shocked by this person's kind of weird, invasive nature of their conversation. And literally, what the universe wants you to know is just pretty much tell this person, well, it's not your business kind of a thing, and carry on. Don't let someone's opinion, really influence your life, including just speaking. Like, you have the right to speak to people, you have the right to tell your story. Your story is your story. You have the right to speak your mind. So yeah, I'm picking up the vibe of someone that's kind of like telling you don't talk about boyfriends or something like that, like where you're being immodest, and you just really have to stand up for yourself and say, I will say what I want to say, right? Mountain. So this is kind of a crazy card to me, Virgo, because this mountain is so small. Where I come from in Canada, the mountains are huge, right? And this would be considered like a foothill or something tiny, but this is just a card of marveling at nature, loving God in nature. So this is the universe telling you to get outside. It's going to be the summer solstice soon, so hopefully lots of light and beauty and warmth, and an opportunity to get outside and enjoy your life and live your best life. You could go camping, you could go hiking, you could just spend time outside. If you're working a lot, just try to spend time outside. And really, one of the best things that you can do for your mental health is go outside of the city and see the stars without the obstructive city lights, because there's such a thing as light pollution, and the city really pollutes the light. So Virgo, take the time to go and see the stars, if nothing else, and just allow yourself to disconnect from our modern life, because we live this really artificial, weird life where it's like electric lights and concrete boxes and fake temperatures and fake everything. And this is an invitation to just step out of all those things. The roof, this is giving me a weird kind of story about birds on a roof, where Virgo, you may find that some kind of animal is invading your house on the exterior. Could be birds, could be squirrels, could be whatever, but then you're going to find out that they're nesting and they have babies. So for a lot of my Virgos, you're going to put off evicting these little creatures until the babies can be saved. For some of you, actually, I'm picking up raccoons or skunks or something like that. And at first you're going to think, no, they can't live here. You're going to freak out about it. You're going to want them gone, gone, gone. But then you're going to come to a point in your life where you're like, no, you know what? Let them stay. And you're going to end up living with these creatures for a while until the babies can leave. And then you're going to get them. Then once they leave, then you will sort of, this is like some kind of a repair that needs to be done. It's fixing a broken light or filling a hole or something of that nature. And so, yeah, this is the universe sort of testing you if you have pity or not, and you're really going to pass the test because you're very empathetic. The desert, this is such a weird card with this snake on here. Virgo, this gives me honestly the vibe of like temptation, of someone trying to tempt you if you're in a relationship, or someone trying to tempt you into a one night stand if you're single. And this snake in the desert thing, I mean, to me it says cowboy. I don't know. However you identify someone from the desert, if it's not a cowboy, someone that's going to tell you that that's where they're from. I don't know if you can really see the snake's face. It looks so sweet and innocent, and ooh, and it's like, no, don't trust a snake, right? So just be cautious, Virgo. And remember, I told you, hyper fertility in the collective, hyper, hyper, hyper. So be super cautious that you don't get pregnant with a baby from someone that you don't know very well or whatever. And just be cautious of people trying to get in your energy, right? And tempt you to do things that you don't want to do, male or female. This really applies to the male Virgos as well. Winding path. So Virgo, this is you just contemplating your life. And you're thinking about all the twists and turns of life in a positive way, and you're going to be really feeling good about your journey and feeling good about the decisions that you've made and feeling good about long-term plans. So this is about long-term plans, because you're thinking, what next, and what kind of curve will I take next, and how will I plan my life, and how will I sort of build up my family. And you're going to feel good about all the progress that you've made. The Zoo card, see, this is that same thing again, the same energy of going somewhere with your family. So there's some kind of a family trip that you have that you think is going to get canceled, and then it's going to be back on, right? And so take this opportunity to spend time with your kids. It could be the zoo, it could be camping, it could be whatever. You're going to have lots of fun. And, work's going to be there when you get back. So you'll never regret doing something fun with your children, right? The tavern, this is giving me the ghost energy again. And that's not what this card really means, but that's the energy that I'm getting. Like, see how there's all these bottles and bottles and bottles? This kind of gives me the vibe of like some kind of an animal that's been preserved in a bottle. And I'm forgetting the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about, where it's like a dead animal in weird fluid, and they just preserve it in this fluid. And then you're going to see something like that, or you're going to see really old alcohol, or something that's stuck like this. And then it's going to give you the feeling of a spiritual um stuckness, right? Like someone is, it's a ghost energy, it's a paranormal activity energy. And for some of you, may see a spirit in a tavern or a restaurant, something, you could go down into the basement, something like that, and you're going to see something. Because these places, like any kind of restaurant, bar, tavern, people are very attached to it, right? And there's so many people coming and going that it creates this energy, sort of a whirl or a whirlwind, right? So just be aware of this, Virgo, right? Ugh, museum. This is the same weird thing again. This gives me really the energy that Virgo, you're going to be called to go somewhere. Someone's going to ask you to go to like a historical village, a prison, a museum, something. And it could be a really small museum. Like it could be a community museum where they just like have weird things like, old library books or something of that nature. And you're going to get dragged into it. And then you're going to think, you love this kind of stuff, Virgo, because Virgos love to analyze, Virgos love information, and you're going to think there's no school like the School of Life kind of thing, there's no learning like immersion, so I'll just go and I'll just learn about this museum and I'll observe what I can observe. But then when you get there, it's going to be like Creep City. There's something weird going on where it's like, it's old dolls or it's old statues, or it could just be old things that have a weird stuck energy. It's going to give you the creeps. Sometimes when people try to resurrect the past, they bring spirits with it, right? Like they bring the energy with it, and that's not their intention, but they do. So just be aware of this, guard your energy, and just know, don't engage these negative kind of entities. The window, this is such a weird card because it says glass portal on here. Uh, so Virgo, this tells me that someone is getting readings on you using crystal balls or using mirrors to try to get a reading. Some people use a black mirror and they look into the mirror and sort of stare into the mirror and then try to see ghosts and receive spiritual messages. And Virgo, someone is doing this about you. So this is someone trying to really open a portal and speak to your spirit guides and see you. And so you'll know if someone's doing like witchcraft on you, or you know divination on you, if you'll have headaches, and then you may have really strange dreams, and then also you'll find hair in your mouth. So just be aware that this person is just looking at you, but it's just looking, Virgo, so don't freak out and don't feel that they have too much power over you, because they don't. But just to make you aware that there's something about this person, there's something about like a crystal window or a crystal mirror or a crystal ball, or something of that nature, where they believe there's a glass portal into your energy. Workspace, Virgo, this is your energy. You're grinding away, working so hard, making money, learning skills. And Virgo, you love to work, you love to serve, you're the service sign. You may go into an office where it's really ugly like this. It's a weird beige kind of dystopian beige. But it's okay, Virgo. You're going to have opportunities to make money, learn skills, make friends. It's going to be really positive for you. I've been seeing this in your energy for a while. You're going to have a really good work opportunity. The hospital. So Virgo, this isn't you, but it's someone you know is going to go into the hospital and then tell you about it, and they're going to really freak out about their life. This is a big freak out, but they're actually okay. They just have to change their lifestyle. They may need to get monitored, screened, tested, something of that nature. But yeah, someone is going to call you and say, I have to go in for mandatory testing for something quite serious. It could be diabetes, it could be precancer, something of that nature. But they're actually okay, Virgo. But it is going to panic them, and it is going to make you kind of forget about your own life. Restaurant, this is such an odd card because restaurant's spelled wrong. Restaurant is spelled wrong. So that means you're going to be called to someplace that's a weird restaurant. So the name is weird or the location is weird. It could be like in a cave or something like that, or in an old building that's being redone. It could be like an old water tower, an old fire station, something like that. And you're going to have this opportunity to go and eat dinner in this really strange space. And then Virgo, I'm seeing like a really expensive hamburger for you. I know that's super random, but I'm getting like a $40 burger or something like that, and someone's going to buy it for you. And you're going to be like, dang, so just receive this gift from the universe and just enjoy your life. So, yeah, you're going to get this invitation soon. Concert. So, this is a live performance. This isn't you. This is probably, if you have children, this is one of your children, or this is a close friend, someone that's going to be doing theater or music or something of that nature, and you're going to be so happy to go and support them. You love the arts, you support the arts, you're going to be like really happy to just witness this. This is kind of like a small thing. It's not a big Broadway thing or whatever, but it's going to make you really happy because your loved one is there. Nightclub, but it came up out upside down. So just be aware of too much partying energy, too much crazy energy. Someone's going to ask you to go out. Virgo, you might be like in your 40s, 50s, but still, someone's going to ask you to go out and drink, go out and have fun. They may ask you to do drugs, and just be really cautious of this energy. It's weird because if you look at the card this way, it's kind of like 90s people, right? So this could be someone from your past, but this is temptation to have too much fun. So just be really aware and just be cautious. Casino, this is the same thing. This is someone trying to get you to go out, have fun, fun, fun. And Virgo, if you gamble, I like to gamble too, but just do it for entertainment. No, you're not going to win money. It's just fun. So just be super, super cautious. The garden. So this is, what I'm picking up here, Virgo, is that there's some kind of a flower that you thought died, or a plant that you thought that died, that's going to kind of come back to life. And it's going to make you really happy. And it could be yours, or it could be something that you see when you're sort of traveling on a bus or something like that, like a beautiful tree, a beautiful plant, and you thought it died, but then it's going to come back to life, and you're going to be like really inspired by this flower that comes back. And perennial, that's a kind of flower that grows every year. It actually means eternal flower. So you're going to be really feeling happy, like, and thinking about the idea of something that was lost that then came back to you, right? And last card for you, Virgo, Temple. So this is the card of you having like a spiritual experience. And for a lot of my Virgos, you're going to have a spiritual experience in nature. So it could be camping, it could be just going outside. Or for some of you, you are actually going to try a new church, a new building, a new place, and really enjoy it. But you're going to be feeling very spiritual in a positive way, very in line with the universe, reflecting on deep questions from your life and reflecting on the whole journey of your life, and coming out of it feeling happy and positive because you have made right decisions and really done all this kind of shadow work. Okay, that's the message that I have for you, Virgo. Wishing you love, light, peace, and positivity. Love you so much. Love you just the way you are, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.